who is in Rafah. Tariq, let's talk about the aid and Israel announcing that it will open the Erez crossing in northern Gaza to allow aid in. What are the reactions there to this decision? And how much difference is this going to make for people in northern Gaza who are experiencing famine at the moment?
Yes, fully. In fact, after the meeting that has been held between the members of the Israeli war cabinet, they have totally agreed that they will again reopen areas of crossing in order to allow for further flow of humanitarian convoys to reach to the desperate part of the Gaza Strip in the northern sector of the territory. And that step is understood among Palestinians here to be as a result of the American direct pressure and the increasing level of criticism Israel has been subjected to after its multiple repeated attacks on aid seekers alongside with the humanitarian organizations that are working to facilitate the process of aid delivery to the Gaza Strip. The latest one has been conducted in the World Central Kitchen, which has completely sparked international outrage. That's why the Israeli military had been accepting the American demands in order to open areas of crossing and allow for further flow of humanitarian convoys, specifically after the American President Joe Biden has been calling the Israeli leadership to increase the capacity of humanitarian supplies to the Gaza Strip. But yet Palestinians are wondering about the number of humanitarian convoys that would be allowed to get into the northern part of Gaza. But if there's going to be real and practical mechanisms to increase the capacity of these aids, Palestinians see that it's a very good step that will help to partially alleviate the aggravating humanitarian crisis there, in fact.
But even with this glimmer of hope that some aid will finally get to northern Gaza, the attacks, the airstrikes across the Strip continue. Tariq, tell us about what's been happening in the last few hours.
Yes, in fact, fully within the past few hours, the Israeli military had been focusing on using its artillery units that had been stationed in the outskirts of the Gaza Strip, bounding the eastern areas of Rafah that are adjacent to borders with Israel. They have been attacking these areas massively in the past few hours, alongside also that artillery units had been hitting the southern parts of the city of Khan Yunis, and with the overnight they have been carrying out more attacks on Beit Lahia town and also in a Jabalia refugee camp that had been widely hit as a number of casualties have been reported there. But yet we have been hearing here in Rafah city more active military movement for the Israeli surveillance to drones, as it usually do not leave the sky of Rafah district on hourly basis.
Thank you very much for the update. That's Al Jazeera's Tariq Abu Azoum reporting there live from Rafah in southern Gaza.